Happy birthday!
Why did you do that?
This is insane, you guys.
Yo, this is sexy, man.
Broadcasting live from the internet, it's Tuesday night, and this is the PanelsOnPages.com podcast with your host, Lee Rodriguez.
At the end of the day, babies are terrible people, and I'm not sorry for saying it.
Jason Knize.
Motherfucker, I won best costume!
Jose Guzman.
Yeah, I know nothing about Firestorm except for his hat's always burning.
And Kelly Harris.
Boy, love, it appears we got a penis in the mail.
I glued my fucking eyes shut!
I just want to see all these Yelp reviews of Jose's jizz.
Oh, sorry, I knocked over the salt.
Like you had anything better to do.
What is happening, everybody? Today is Tuesday, July 30th, 2019, and this is episode number 478 of the Panels on Pages podcast. I'm your host, the Lord Reverend Lee Rodriguez, and joining me tonight, we got Mr. Jason Knize.
Radicalized by the 11 herbs and spices.
And Kelly Harris.
I just want my microphone.
Conspicuous by his absence is our boy, the Gus Maniac. Jose Guzman is in Las Vegas being besieged with grasshoppers like the rest of the fucking city.
Yeah.
Just crazy to look at, those pictures and videos. Fucking gross. We're getting cicadas again. They're coming back. Just that creepy ass sound everywhere you go outside. It's awful. So we're looking forward to my kids getting the shit scared out of them every time they leave the house for the next little bit. It's gonna be great.
It's nuts to me that Jose has been to Vegas, 3-4 times now, and he never made it down to the Strip.
Well, no, I think he's on the Strip, but there's the Strip, and then there's like Old Vegas, and they are different. And Old Vegas is where just like that's where the one the mob built.
Well, yeah, that's the first place I'd go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We didn't quite make it down that way last time, but we're gonna go next time we go. Nicole went when they went on a girls' trip this year, but I have yet to see the Old Vegas. But she said it's everything you want it to be.
Jose said one night after him and the crew got dinner, they went and smoked a joint in front of the rubble of a hotel that burnt down the last time that they were there, while watching clips of Superhuman on YouTube. And I said,
nice.
They don't really show you that on the brochure.
No.
Fuck this shit. Superhuman apparently going to be at the Joey Janela farewell show for GCW.
Good for that guy.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, last we heard, he didn't want to leave the house, so good to see him getting out. Hopefully he doesn't do anything fucking stupid, because he keeps getting injured and is begging for likes on Twitter. I'm like, no. Enough with the begging for likes. Make with the stunt videos, monkey.
I mean,
Throw yourself onto something stupid.
Preferably a microwave. I can watch that forever.
Oh, God. Both of them are so good.
Like, the microwave is, without a doubt, my favorite.
Yeah.
It's such an interesting sound it makes.
The sound is good. The bounce is outstanding.
Yeah.
It's like, you wouldn't think a person would bounce off of a microwave quite so much.
Mm-hmm.
But he gets some hang time. It's good.
He really does. It's great.
J-Pop in the chat asks if we've watched any of his toy unboxings.
You know what? Sure didn't.
No.
I absolutely have. And I have to give him credit. Of all the toy unboxings I've seen on the internet, his are brief, which I appreciate. But
it's his videos. He gets in, he gets out, he gets everything done.
Exactly.
I kind of like that. Okay, all right, good to know. All right.
You know, it's all wrestling figures, and he has a weird way of posing them all, which is unique to him.
Are they all just like 69ing?
No, they all like have their fists like out in front of them.
Okay, they're Irishmen gonna go fight.
I mean, not like fisticuffs, but like
they're not putting up their dukes.
Like they're getting ready to ride an imaginary roller coaster.
Oh, okay.
Okay, that's a word picture.
But that's not why I come to the Superhuman YouTube channel. Is the toy unboxing? Sorry, he's not the most eloquent dude in the world. Can I say that?
That checks out.
Yeah.
Speaking of uneloquent dudes, man, this has been a week when it comes to TikTok, hasn't it?
It really has been.
Mary made a TikTok account, you guys. She's making TikTok content.
Is she pooping and then forgetting to flush?
Never. Never would she do that. That's my lane.
I got real feelings about the TikTok, man. It's not good.
That cursed TikTok's Twitter account.
It's really upsetting.
It's tremendous.
I followed it, and then there were too many TikToks that they posted that weren't exactly what I would consider cursed. And
there's a bunch of them where they're just bad.
Just like par for the course TikToks.
Yeah.
So I unfollowed, and then a few leaked back into my feed, and I'm like, oh, now we're getting good. So I followed them again. And that's when I discovered we opened the show tonight with that little 5-year-old brown boy just cake flipping.
That's so good.
I titled the file Cake Flip because it is just so perfect. This little boy.
That's good content.
Just in the middle of happy birthday just says, fuck it, and flips his cake over and then pimps out.
Yep.
Just a hushed room.
Right.
because someone fucking put frosting on his face, and he was not going to have any of that.
No, he didn't like it. And you know what? I get it.
Yeah, having the happy birthday song sung to you is the worst.
But, don't fuck with me while I'm having the birthday song sung to me. You're going to do it. Just fucking do it. Don't put icing on my nose like an asshole.
See, I'm not totally sure that's the thing, because I rewatched it a bunch of times. I assumed that's why he flipped it. But if you look at the video, he has something on his nose already when the guy flicks his nose. So I don't know. I don't know if that's the case.
I mean, some men just want to watch the world burn, I guess.
Right, yeah. I kind of like it better if he just did it randomly.
Could go either way, I guess. And that's kind of beautiful. But now, let's see what the fuck's going on. Not a whole lot going on, man. It's kind of a chill weekend. I did sit down with Goat while all the ladies went whitewater rafting because they're fucking psychopaths.
R.I.P. Nicole.
God damn. Dude, the collective sigh of relief when we started getting texts from the girls. Oh, great, cool. Everyone's alive and okay.
What was nuts looking at those pictures was how many people were lined up to do that.
Yeah, it's fucking crazy. And so, and I had Nicole at one point, and she's like, are you being cute? I'm like, no, I'm not being cute. This is really fucking concerning, and I wish you wouldn't do this. And she's like, I was doing some research the other day, and only 4 people have died doing it this year. I go, that's 1 a month. That is close to 1 a month. That does not make me feel better. She's like, yeah, but 300,000 people have done it. I'm like, oh, cool. 300,000 dummies, 4 exceptionally unlucky dummies. Okay, great. Glad to know where we stand. But everybody came back safe and sound, and we were very happy about that. Very pleased. But man, while they were gone, Goat and I fired up the Heroes of the Grid game, and we goddamn won a game, which is pretty exciting. And we're actually going to go one night. We're going to go Friday to shop here in town. We're actually going to run a game, so pick up a couple folks and run a full squad. So I'll be kind of doing like a low rent DM thing, I guess.
Oh wow!
Yeah,
I like it.
Look at you.
It's a fucking really fun game.
You're a board game boy now.
I'm kind of a game boy, so we'll see how it goes.
It's a fun game, but you realize you need a squad behind you.
Well, I mean, it's designed for a squad. Yeah. There's a modified set of rules, so you can totally play with 2 people. And hell, we won the game with 2 people. But there's definitely, more fun to be had with more folks for sure. So we'll see. It's gonna be good. It's gonna be good. And the only other thing kind of worth note is caught Once Upon a Time in Hollywood this past weekend, and I got feelings about it.
I loved it.
You know, I think I liked it. I don't know. It's tough. It's like I feel like I got by it, and at first that bothered me, but now I think this might be why I like it more than I thought I did originally. And Knize hasn't seen it, and folks might not have seen it. It's like you think there's no spoilers, but there's total spoilers, and so like can't really talk about it without spoiling it. And I don't want to do that, so we'll kind of go into it a little more in depth after everybody's seen it. But like I mean, it's objectively good. I feel like it's great. Like all the performances are outstanding. Like it's good.
It's a gorgeous movie.
It's so gorgeous. Like there were several times I just kind of said out loud, I'm like, oh wow, look at that. Oh wow, look at that.
It definitely feels like his most grown-up movie since like Jackie Brown.
Definitely. Yeah, no, it's a good movie. Like it's good.
Yeah, I would
But
put
I
up
didn't know for sure if I liked it immediately.
whatever someone's least favorite Quentin Tarantino movie is, I would put up against pretty much any movie.
Yeah.
For sure.
Like I saw Ben was ranking the Quentin Tarantino movies, and I saw someone else ranking them, and I was kind of like, man, that's kind of rough where you put that movie. And then I'm like, well, I mean, he's only made 9 movies, so something's got to be at the bottom. But I wouldn't even want to. I wouldn't even want to rank them.
I saw people. Ben said something that he kind of felt the way I did about this one as he did about Hateful Eight, and like I fucking loved Hateful Eight from day one. I thought that movie was great.
Yeah,
like
Hateful Eight's great.
Hateful Eight I like, but it's probably my least favorite of his.
I like how contained it is. Like and Walton Goggins is great in it. Like I love that fucking movie.
You are a sucker for some Goggins.
Love Walton Goggins. Like I've been on that Walton Goggins trip ever since The Shield, man. Like he was great in that.
Have you seen the trailer for this new series with Danny McBride and John Goodman?
Yeah.
No.
I think Goggins is in that as well, because it's
really?
It's from the same guys that did Eastbound and Down and Vice Principals and all that.
Yeah,
Let me
so they're
double
so
check.
Kelly, it's John Goodman, Danny McBride, and Adam Devine, and they are 3 generations of like televangelist preachers.
Yeah, it's called The Righteous Gemstones, and it's on HBO.
I like it.
Yeah, it looks pretty great. Like I'm into that.
Scanning. Yes, Walton Goggins is confirmed to be in this.
Well, now I'm doubly on board. Because man, he's outstanding in Vice Principals.
Oh, he's so good in there.
Just a fucking creep that like veers into sympathetic once in a while. And they're like, oh no, he's just a monster.
Mary showed me a tweet at one point this weekend, speaking about Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, about how 50-something dudes have to leave Once Upon a Time in Hollywood and go home and try and fuck their wives after they've watched Brad Pitt for 2.5 hours. But it's like, those same 50-something guys have been dealing with Brad Pitt for the past 30 years, so this is nothing new.
No.
Yeah.
But I think he is just getting more handsome as it goes along.
Of course, sure.
He fucking hops up on a roof and pop the shirt off to fix a TV antenna, and Nicole just goes, God damn, Brad Pitt.
That's fair.
Yeah, it's
fair.
fucked up. Yeah, that's just
I was impressed by that.
Yeah, that's just blessed genetics.
He
works hard, but that's also just a good roll of the dice too.
Yeah, he's a specimen. It's why every time some dude talks about what dude that they would want to make out with, it's Brad Pitt. He's just the default. Okay, thanks for the silence, you fuckers.
No. I'm just thinking. I'm like, no. That is the right answer.
Left me hanging.
No, that's the right answer. You're not wrong.
Yeah.
You're definitely not wrong. And I think this might be, honestly, like one of his best performances.
Oh yeah, he's tremendous.
Leo's great. Like everyone in it's great.
Yeah,
like,
everyone's really good.
Does Leo accidentally cut his hand on anything and rub it in somebody's face?
not that's noticeable. I'm not gonna say it didn't happen, but I didn't see it happen.
Well, the crazy thing is that he might have, for all we know, because Tim Roth is in that movie, but he's not actually. Did you notice in the credits?
Maybe
Tim Roth cut.
Cutting room floor.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a special call out in the credits to The Squad, which is just like all the fucking regulars. And then, it says Tim Roth, parentheses, cut. And was Samuel Jackson in the saloon?
Oh, I don't know.
I feel like he might have been, like, there was this big black guy who had a lot of makeup on, and it might have been him. And I thought that if it was, that was hilarious because he has no lines.
Yeah.
And I think Zac Efron was supposed to be in it and got cut.
I mean, it's not a short movie, so I wouldn't be surprised.
Right.
Yeah. It's 2:45.
Yeah, Tarantino isn't one for brevity these days. He's the opposite of superhuman when it comes to making movies.
But I'm all right with that. Like, I was never bored.
No. Oh, man. You see, I had, like, the things that it does as far as, like, kind of, to me, I feel like it kind of shits in the face of, like, structure and kind of conventional storytelling, which is all shit that I like. You know what I mean? I like all that, but just, and so it kind of left me with a weird feeling because of all that. And I know that's the point, because I'm not a fucking dummy like some of these people. And the more I think about it, the more I like it, for sure. Like it's I think it might have been like a top one for me, because it is sitting better the longer I think about it.
I remember after Pulp Fiction came out, and then more and more movies started to do the non-linear storytelling, and just my parents just both being like, I can't even understand it. It just jumps around all over the place.
Fucking one guy did it good. Swear to God.
And the funny thing is about Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, it is linear as fuck.
Yeah.
It's very good, and I think I'm gonna like it more after a second watch.
Yeah,
but
I would call it. I was talking to Justin about this. I would call it slice of life horror.
And I saw.
I don't know.
I saw your conversation with Kristen. It's not overly gratuitous when they get to the Manson murders.
No.
Okay. Good.
But like,
it's probably it might be his least bloody movie he's ever done.
I think you may be right about that.
Man, you shot Marvin in the face.
But so we're walking to the car, and it's real quiet. I'm just trying to process it, trying to figure out what's going on, because I'm like, man, I didn't like love it immediately. I thought I would love it, but like just, and we can kind of get into why that is once everybody's seen it. And I'm like, man, that's fucking something. It's like, what do you think? And Nicole goes, oh, I fucking hated it. She's like, what the fuck did I even watch? It was so boring. I don't understand anything. I go, what do you mean it was boring? It was like, no, it was fucking terrible. I can't believe we just burned 3 hours watching this shit. This and fucking Midsummer. I go, no, you cannot put this in the same boat as Midsummer. She was not a fan. But she's historically not like a huge Tarantino fan anyways. I'm not totally surprised. But
yeah, that's one of the reasons I haven't seen it yet, is because Jose is out of town, and we've been rolling with Tarantino since back in the day. So
yeah, so we'll go full spoilers on the Once Upon a Time next week.
Yeah.
So yeah, we got going on, Knize. What's happening?
Not a whole hell of a lot, which is cool.
That is cool.
R.I.P. Rutger Hauer, who passed away, I believe, last Wednesday after the Popcast.
Yeah.
And, not one of those that affects me greatly, but, man, what a talent. What a fucking just iconic dude Rutger Hauer was. And that name, too. You can't even mess with that name.
Yeah, one of those guys that every time he showed up, like, oh, cool, he's in this.
Yeah. A lot of people point to Blade Runner as like his most identifiable work, but I'll be damned if Blind Fury isn't quintessential Rutger Hauer for me. Have you guys seen Blind Fury?
Yeah, if you say Rutger Hauer, like, I go Blind Fury every single time.
I don't think I've seen that one.
Kelly.
Fuck Blade Runner.
Kelly. Blind Fury is basically Rutger Hauer was in Vietnam and he got blinded.
Okay.
But then he was like abandoned by his squad, and then he was brought back to health by like a local tribe, and they taught him. They basically were his. What was the character's name from Daredevil? Is it Switch? Stick. Yeah, they basically act as his stick and teach him how to wield a sword and just get around being a blind dude. So it's blind Vietnam vet Rucker Hauer, sword specialist, who makes his way back to the U.S. to find his old army buddy. Happens upon the army buddy's family. The army buddy has gotten into some deep shit. The buddy's played by Terry O'Quinn, who was Locke on Lost.
Yeah.
And there's all kinds of late 80s, early 90s character actors in it. Meg Foster, who was Evelyn in Masters of the Universe. Randall Tex Cobb, who was like the bad guy in every 80s movie. And so one thing leads to another, and Blind Fury, who we'll call him Blind Fury, has to travel cross country with his army buddy's young teenage son. So it's like, it's got a little bit of Dutch thrown in there, where it's this this road trip where they're both very reluctant and hate each other. And he plays it weird. It's like almost a little bit of a drunken master type thing, where he acts like this doofus, but then when it comes to throw down and he pulls out his crazy cane sword, he will mess some shit up.
Huh.
Yeah.
All right. I really like him in Hobo with a Shotgun.
Never seen that.
That's a fun guy.
That is him in that. That's right. Yeah.
Also, I completely forgot he was in the original Buffy the Vampire Slayer movie.
Yeah, he is.
So I downloaded that too. I still need to watch it. I was never a fan of the show, but I loved that movie. R.I.P. Luke Perry too.
Yep.
Christy Swanson, Luke Perry, Rucker Hauer, Paul Rubens, aka
Oh,
Pee
Luke
Wee
Perry
Herman.
was in Once Upon a Time in Hollywood too.
Yes. Yeah, I saw that cool video of Jungle Boy sitting up on the Luke Perry billboard to honor his pops. So yeah, Blind Fury. If you're a Rucker Hauer fan and you haven't seen
who
that,
isn't?
check that out. I also watched. I don't know what prompted me to. Oh, it must have just been that it was coming out on Blu-ray. But I watched SHAZAM finally for the first time.
Yeah, how's that?
Man, I did not like it. I did not think it was very good. Like the big stuff, the stuff with Shazam and the kid from It, like that stuff was pretty good. But generally, it was very mean-spirited.
Yeah?
And very, like, I'm not one to shy away from violence, but it was real violent.
Weird.
For a movie
that they sold as like a family film, it's really violent.
Like, it's they took some of the comedy and lightheartedness from Marvel movies and tried to inject that in there, but at its heart, it's a DCEU movie, and it is mean-spirited and violent and kind of dark at times, and it doesn't make you feel great.
And the tone is all over the fucking place.
Weird. And like it ends. Oh my god, that last scene before they cut to credits.
Which one? Oh, there were a couple.
There's the two post-credit sequences, but there's the scene right before they cut to credits where the kid's in the lunchroom.
Oh,
and
yeah.
Shazam comes in, and then someone else comes in. And I know they wanted a specific reaction from the audience when that happened, but for me, when that happened, I rolled my eyes so hard, I had to chase them down the stairs. And then it hard cuts. I forget what song it was, but it hard cuts to what I can only assume was a Ramones song, and that played over, like, notebooks and scribbles in notebooks that were animated. And I was like, this is Spider-Man Homecoming.
Yeah, so they're just trying to be Spider-Man.
Yeah, that's exactly what they were trying to do.
Like they added that on at the very last. So combine that last shot with the way they transition, hard cut right into the credits, that left me with a real bad taste in my mouth. Like, oh, that's terrible. And the mid-credit scene.
Like, who's excited by that? Like, who's
what
oh,
happens?
thank God.
I haven't seen it. What happens?
Okay, so Lee, you have seen it.
I have seen it,
Okay.
yeah.
Can you describe that mid-credit scene at all?
Okay, so Mark Strong is the bad guy. Not Black Adam.
Oh, Dr. Savannah.
Yeah.
They do tease Black Adam early on.
I mean, kind of.
Yeah, they do like an exposition, like Jaimin Hansu does like crazy wizard magic, and it's an exposition animation essentially.
And so he's in jail, and is like, "Oh man, I'm real mad that I'm in jail. I was all magic and shit until a minute ago."
Drawing crazy hieroglyphs on the walls over and over again.
You know, being real super evil and shit.
He's probably right next door to Lex Luthor.
And then, like, he hears this voice being all spooky, and he fucking turns the corner and looks up in the windowsill, and it's Mr. Mind.
Oh, it's a caterpillar?
Yeah.
Yeah. It's a caterpillar with a loudspeaker on his neck. And it's the dumbest fucking thing I've ever seen in my life. Like,
and that's your mid-credit scene.
Yeah. Now, like, I had to dig deep to be like, Mr. Mind. Okay. I can't imagine being like some fucking Joe Schmo who took his kid to see the Shazam movie and be like, what horse shit is this?
Yeah, that's for idiots like me that like dumb DC nonsense.
Yeah. What fuckery is this? Why is Evil McBaldy talking to a caterpillar? Because there's no context for it whatsoever.
No.
It's real stupid.
I did like the design of the Seven Deadly Sin monsters, but like you only get to see like 3 of them.
Yeah. And they're too scary for that movie.
They straight up just fucking bite a dude's head off, and they don't cut away from it at all. And then throw multiple people out of a skyscraper window.
Yeah, they're just too scary for a fucking kid movie.
Those things looked good, but any of the flying scenes was straight up like green screen, bad CGI. Like they had no money left over.
I did like the part where they were flying around the city and Mark Strong is doing his evil villain speech, but like, they're so far away that he can't hear him.
There's good bits.
Wait, what?
Yeah. There's good bits that kind of make fun of the superhero movie tropes. But then, like, Billy Batson's supposed to be this worthy kid, but at no point...
shithead.
Yeah, at no point does he give off the inkling that he's some worthy kid, and he gets the Shazam powers, and they fucking rob an ATM. He's busking on the Rocky steps, shooting off lightning bolts to get money. Like, it's not like when Spider-Man let the robber go by and he ended up killing Uncle Ben. Like, Shazam is actively doing heinous shit.
And the whole reason he was able to get the magic powers is because he was like a worthy fucking soul or whatever.
Yeah, Jaimin Hansu's been trying for ages, eons, to find this worthy person, and he ends up just giving the Shazam powers to some shithead.
He didn't give the Shazam powers to Mark Strong because he thought his dad was an asshole.
Right. And also, like, he straight up trolled this kid, Mark Strong, before sending him away. Like, you're never going to become anything. You're a piece of shit. Bye. Like, how did he
by the way, your dad's going to be crippled, and they're all going to think it's your fault. Bye.
Yeah. How did he not assume that he was creating his own supervillain right there and then? I did like, spoiler alert, at one point, Billy Batson has this family of foster. He has a foster family, just this United Colors of Benetton type family, and at one point they all get Shazam powers, and that's pretty cool. But a really unremarkable and in a lot of places, like I keep saying, mean-spirited. At one point, these two bullies pull up on the sidewalk in their big truck and hit the one kid, the crippled kid, with their car. And no one is like, someone call the police. They just hit this young child with a motor vehicle. So that's that. And then last thing I want to talk about is, oh boy, if you get Me Too'd, you should just stay away.
Go on.
Ooh, who's giving you two?
Oh no, we talked. I mentioned this in our little chat. So
that guy. Okay.
So right after Harvey Weinstein got taken down, Andy Signor from Screen Junkies got taken down hardcore, and he has disappeared off the face of the earth for the past 2 years until he posted this 17-minute video on YouTube recently under his new YouTube channel, under his new persona, basically saying that the main chick who got this whole thing going was full of shit. And it is the worst possible look you could imagine from someone trying to rebuild their persona, rebuild their career, to the point where he's fucking retweeting links from the Quartering and alt-right types. Like he thought, you know what the best way for me to get back into this industry is for me to hitch my wagon to the alt-right Comicsgate, Gamergate types, because they're going to see me and they're going to be like, oh yeah, his career got ruined by some fucking chick. Let's fucking watch his videos, share them, buy his merch, whatever. And it's gross.
Just looking to carve out a whole new lane for himself, huh?
Yeah.
All right.
And something that's real weird. I've watched a couple of his videos. I will not watch any more videos since. But he gets to a point in his video where he's like, I don't want you, those that are watching this, those that are fans of mine, I don't want you to harass these people. I don't want you
you should go harass them.
I don't want you to attack these people. I don't want you to tweet at them. But, like, his mouth is saying, I don't want you to, but his eyes are saying, I want you to. And that was the grossest thing about it.
I mean, like, so sure, here's a list of all their online handles and the biggest fears. Like, I don't know what to tell you.
Here's screenshots of their tweets. And he admits to cheating on his wife. He admits to being inappropriate in the workplace. But his main thing is he claims this one chick accused him of rape, which she did not. So it's a straw man, essentially.
I'm about to say, if she did and he didn't, that's really terrible, But
then also, there's all this other evidence that shows that he was a real piece of shit.
Yeah. There are degrees to being a piece of shit.
Sure.
Like, for sure. But this guy sounds like a real piece of shit.
And everyone at Screen Junkies has just been not even acknowledging it, which I think is the best part.
Oh, yeah.
Less than shocked. See you. What you got going on, Kelly?
Nothing much. I've been playing the new Fire Emblem game a whole bunch. In fact, I'm playing it right now. It's really good so far. You get to be a headmaster of a school.
What?
Or not a headmaster, you're a teacher at a school. And so you're
Like
teaching your little child soldiers to go and murder other people. It's a good time. And then, again, we're in G1 season, so wrestling all the time.
Yeah, G1 season feels like it's 8 months long.
Oh, yeah, it's forever. We're currently in the part where, like, a show is really good, but it's like, it's only good. It's not great. So it feels like a slog. But shit's still really good. It's too much.
Mox still looks like a superstar.
Oh, fuck yeah.
He's in such good shape. Good for him.
Yeah.
And he's doing the thing that I feel like Vince was terrified he was going to do.
Oh, yeah. He's exactly doing that. And then on Sunday was Beyond Wrestling's big show for the year, American Rana.
Boy, everything about that looks amazing.
It was a great show. I can't recommend the whole card because it's long. It was a long show. But definitely the top 3 matches of the card were great. Daisuke Sakamoto versus Chris Dickinson was an awesome beef slapper. Just 2 beefy boys slapping the shit out of each other.
It's been too long since we had a good beef slapper.
Yep. Kimberly wrestled Chris Statlander in a really good cage match.
Kimberly, she off the sauce?
It seems like it.
Good for her.
Easily my favorite match of hers. Yeah, that was really good. And then the main event was an hour Iron Man match between David Starr and Joey Janela. That was fucking fantastic. Like, easily, I think the best Iron Man match I've ever seen.
He is really getting every last ounce out of this last indie run before AEW starts up proper.
Yeah. Like, that match was insane. The pace they worked it at was nuts for an hour-long match. It was, the best way I can describe it is, it's what you wish ECW was whenever you go back and rewatch it. It's kind of how you remember ECW in your head.
Then you go back and you watch it and you go, oh, this is just out-of-shape guys hitting each other with garbage.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah.
But, like, you have these grand memories of how good it was. That's what this match actually was. Like,
nice.
It was that good. And it was brutal. Like, it was... Because it was a no DQ, no holds barred Iron Man match. And, yeah, they, like... Not even 20 minutes in, David Starr's bleeding like a stuck pig. Like they went for it, and it's awesome. I went the full 5 stars on it. It's definitely making my top 10 for the year. I loved it.
So what's up with David Starr right now? He's Ring of Honor or
no? He's independent.
He's independent. See, he needs to be. I feel like he needs to be on a TV show.
Oh, he does. But yeah, that's his whole thing, is not signing with anyone.
Well, he was battling... What was it where he was battling with Sinclair Broadcasting there for a while?
Oh, so that was a company in Israel brought in him and Jay Lethal for a special show. And it was going to be a Ring of Honor title match. But it didn't seem like Sinclair was super happy about that when David Starr started going on about how Sinclair would be scared having this nice Jew boy as their his words, not mine, as their champion.
I love how Kelly has to make sure to clear himself of any wrongdoing when he says something like that now.
Well, I also don't want people going around thinking that I just call people Jew boy. Because I'm assuming most of the listeners have not seen that promo.
Yeah, but I think in the spirit of it, like, we get it.
But yeah, so Sinclair didn't like that, and eventually they did have the match. I have it in my YouTube watch list. I still actually haven't watched it.
But they ended up doing it non-title, right?
I think so, yeah. Because Lethal had lost the belt before then. But yeah, no, David Starr is just happy being independent. He's got his whole brand now where he's trying to get unions going in wrestling. And after the match with Janela, he cut this big promo and looks in the camera and says, "How about you give people health care, Vince McMahon?"
Damn, son.
Oh, I appreciate it. He is the Bernie Sanders of wrestling.
He is the Bernie Sanders of professional wrestling.
Thank you. I am Cardi B.
But yeah, so I highly recommend going over to independentwrestling.tv and at the very least getting the free trial to watch the main event of American Rana.
That's one of his nicknames, isn't it? Mr. American Rana?
Yeah. And actually, while you're there, they actually put up a bunch of stuff for free on independentwrestling.tv for the lead up to Janela versus Starr.
Oh, that's cool.
So you can watch their previous couple of matches, including their match at American Rana last year, which was no ropes barbed wire.
Oh God.
Where the one where Penelope took the crazy bump into the barbed wire. Yeah, that match was awesome. Their match, I think it might have been 2018 or 2017. It was 2018, I think. Their Fans Bring the Weapons match. Like they've had a crazy feud. It's been going on for like 2-3 years now.
That's awesome.
This was the final culmination of it. It was wonderfully told story. I'd highly recommend it.
And this is the incredibly easy to remember independentwrestling.tv.
Yeah.
All right.
And yeah, other than that, I haven't been up to much.
I like it. At some point, just get too goddamn busy. So you know what? Be chill. I'm okay with it.
Yeah, I'm still trying to like catch up after vacation. Just trying to get my life in order. Oh, I did. I keep promising unboxing videos.
Yeah. I want to watch you open your stuff.
But like, I got to a point where right before leaving for FriendCon, I was shooting a bunch, and like I had a little mini meltdown because I was like, I had backlogged too much stuff. I was like, this is just too much. I was like, fuck it. Okay, I'm just gonna restart, and then whenever I get new shit, I'm just gonna shoot something there and then. So I tried not to backlog anything, but all in the span of 2 days, I got a Diamond Select Swedish Chef.
Ooh, that's a nice figure.
My July Dinosaur Dracula Fun Pack.
That was a good one, too.
And your boy got his San Diego Comic-Con NECA exclusives.
Oh, shit, son.
So hopefully these won't be another set of unboxings that I promise and never come through on. But it's I opened the box because I also ordered a bunch of camera equipment, like production equipment. So I was thinking it was more production equipment. I open up the box and I pull out the grayscale Pennywise. I'm like, oh! I immediately put it back in the box. I'm like, you go over here for right now. I saw the shredder pack in there. I was like, oh God, that's so pretty. So, stay tuned. Can we think of a different phrase than stay tuned? Let's get that out there. Let's
keep watching.
Keep watching. All right. Doesn't really have a great ring to it, but
at least it, means something.
Smash that like button.
Yeah.
Like
Look, I can only come up with good toy segment names. I don't have your good waiting for things names. We need to use the name I came up with.
Yeah, absolutely. Big fan. Big fan.
So we want to take a quick break and then come back for our pop topic?
Let's do it. Sure. I dare say this might actually be a tight show.
Hell yeah.
And I just jinxed the whole goddamn thing.
And now we're just going to scream at each other about colors for 4 hours.
Pizza's my favorite color! So I do have a Popcast classic for this week. It is from episode 67, which I believe is
close to nice.
August of 2010, because we talked I was listening to the episode and we were talking about Star Wars Celebration in or around this. So this Popcast classic, it's about 4 minutes long, so enough time to squeeze out a turd if you need to, is when Lee became the Reverend.
Oh, hey!
Oh.
So check this out. And we'll be back in 4 minutes and 14 seconds. How about that? Sound good?
Yeah.
Right. Big things happening this week. First off, I got myself ordained last week.
What? What?
Yeah, I was serious when I said Reverend Lee Rodriguez at the start of the show. So,
what?
Yeah.
Yeah, I actually had the link for the Universal Life Church saved as one of my favorites for the longest time.
Yeah.
Wait, what? Why?
Yeah, because...
Yeah, what prompted it?
I've always wanted to do it because it's kind of funny knowing me and knowing that I'm a minister. So, but then what really drove it home for me was I was listening to the Mediocre Show a couple weeks ago, and Eric and Hope got married, and some shit went crazy and didn't fall through, and so Mike ended up marrying them because Mike had done the same thing a couple years ago, and I was like, you know what, man, like, you know, I've got some friends that are in some very stable, healthy relationships. Motherfuckers may be getting married at some point. I would like to be able to marry my friends and shit because none of them are particularly religious. So I'm just throwing that out there, population. I will marry the shit out of you for free if you just send me a plane ticket. Then I will marry the balls out of you people.
Only if you actually work that into the ceremony. I'm marrying the shit out of these two.
Hey.
I now pronounce you the shit out of man and wife. I pronounce the shit out of you, man and wife.
Hey,
there you go.
I'm telling you, I'm down, man. So,
I'm down. Seriously, that is super cool. Can you imagine? You know, I don't want to count any chickens here. Can you imagine like the first PoP wedding? It makes me think of the end of Muppets Take Manhattan.
Yes, exactly.
Big Bird shows up.
Yes. Bride or groom. No, I'm down. I'm pretty excited about it. But I can marry dudes, which I guess kind of goes along with the general theme of the day, which is fun and interesting.
But don't you have to be in a state that allows that?
Yeah, I'd be a state, but like if you're out in California, you know, fuck, I'll marry you to a desk. Like I don't give a shit. Like I mean, it all works out. But the good thing is that the Universal Life Church does not have any tenets that will supersede my Pastafarian beliefs, so they can commingle with one another, and it works out pretty well. So,
say Rastafarian?
Pastafarian, motherfucker. Respect. Raw men. Boom. There you go. So,
aw, shit.
So it all works out pretty well. I'm excited about it. And so, yeah, somebody get hitched. Let me do it.
That's pretty cool. How much did that run you? Like $65?
Zero American dollars. So it cost me nothing to do, but gave me happiness doing it. So there you go. I will marry the balls out of you people. Just let me know when you want it, and I'll be there. Put me up and fly me out there. That's all I need. I'll do it for free. I can marry people. I can officiate over funerals, and I can absolve people of sins.
Can you officiate over Kerouac's funeral?
I will gladly.
That bitch is gonna die.
Wait a fucking second. Absolve people of sins?
Which is really easy for me because I don't believe in them. So, I mean, it's really easy for me to do that.
Like, this is the Joker's get out of jail free card.
So I've already decided that, like, you know, once we build our PoP church, I'll be like one of those crazy-ass faith-filled people. I'll just wave my arm across the crowd and be like, it's all good. And that's it. And everybody's absolved. That's okay.
I'm not drinking any punch, though.
No, you probably shouldn't do that.
And with the way Lee runs through, like, the Popcast plugs, they'll be married within, like, a minute and a half.
Oh, yeah. Well, that'll be a quick service. That'll be a quick service. So
Betty Rocco.
There you go.
Would you plug PoP during the ceremony?
I think between the time that the wife says her vows and the groom says her vows, I'll have to throw in like an AdamandEve.com promo in the middle. So
yeah,
it's sort of marriage pool. That's what we need happening. That was.
Dude, I'm all about it.
That was,
now I just got to see if I can find a woman that'll marry me.
I know. Keep hammering that one home, man.
Oh my god. Still waiting to see if I can find a woman to marry me. I'm kidding, of course.
Or are you?
Done several of the weddings.
Hell yeah, you have. You did my wedding.
Yeah. I'm about to do my brother's second wedding after I did his first one, so that's fun. You're my first repeat customer.
50% success rate.
Let me think.
What is your record?
I got 2 divorces.
Damn.
Out of I think 6 or 7 weddings.
Yeah, that's not bad.
That's not too bad.
That's lower than the national average.
Much?
Yeah.
Much more. I think I'm doing all right. Yeah, I got to go to Dallas to perform a wedding, so.
Wow. When?
September 9th? 6th? September 6th.
I was hoping you were going to say mid-October, because that's when me and Jose are going to be there for a toy fair.
That'd be ridiculous. That'd be too much. But yeah, so I'm going out for that in September. Then we're going to Florida in October. Fuck, man. Too goddamn busy. Too damn busy.
You need one less kid.
At least.
I'm kidding.
There's people you can call to handle.
I'm kidding. I like both.
You just got to stuff one in the old baby return box at the pick and save.
Baby return box.
So I was actually telling someone this story last week. I made that joke for years that the mailbox at the grocery store is the baby return box. And then I saw in the news that a woman was arrested for stuffing her baby into the mailbox at the grocery store. And I was like, I knew it. I was right all these years.
Or maybe she got the idea from watching you.
I mean, that's possible too. Yeah, return to sender.
Put them
Take this back, storks.
Put them in the drawer at Blockbuster.
Yeah.
God damn.
If you leave a baby at the fire department, is it required that you put them in a nice wicker basket with like billowy blankets and stuff? You really got to like sell it. Like you got to present it like it were a fruit basket, I believe.
I told Zoe when she was 7 I was going to take her to the fire department and put her in a basket, and it fucked her up for like 3 days.
That's what you get for being so sensitive, Zoe. Just let that shit roll off your back. Because he knows how to pull those strings.
I've been dunking on these kids since they were born, trying to toughen them up. That's what it's for.
It's true. At one point during FriendCon, the Mahonies had this game called The Floor is Lava, which was like a combination of musical chairs and Twister. And you got this thing that you spin, and it tells the kids which color to jump on. And then, like, every round you're supposed to take one away. And I was running it with Katie and Zoe and Jax. And at one point, Lee comes down and we're talking about it, and I kind of end the game like, everybody's a winner. And Lee's like, that's some participation trophy type bullshit right there. I was like, Lee, give me a break. The game is complicated enough. Maybe 33% of these kids are following the instructions, so let's just end it.
He's breaking my balls trying to play Connect 4, Jax was. I just kept kicking his ass. And he's like, it's my turn to win. I go, well, then get better at this game.
Yeah, he was so stoked to play Sorry.
He loves Sorry. But he'll only follow the rules of Sorry for about 2 rounds. And then just starts moving the piece where the fuck he feels like it, and I can't abide by that. I would never finish the game.
Juggalo John in the chat says, talking about that Popcast Classic, you mentioned the Mediocre Show and Hope and Eric, and that one didn't last either, apparently.
Oh, is that right? Yeah, well, what are you gonna do?
What are you gonna do, you know? Is it even 50% these days? It's probably more. It's probably 60% get divorces.
I think maybe like 70. It's a lot. It's a lot.
Not us, baby.
Shit, man, we're in for the long haul.
Hell yeah. Don't clip this out, anyone, and save it for later, please.
What? This year will be, 16 years we've been married?
Wow.
So, I think we're in it to win it.
Yeah. Sometimes I'll be sitting on the couch with Mary, and we'll just be having a good time, laughing, loving, you know, and I'll just think, like, man, my parents don't like each other.
Yeah.
So, like, we've got, like, something going for us.
Yeah. Every once in a while, somebody be like, hey, is your mom still married? I'm like, unfortunately. Believe it. So, yeah. What else? Oh, someone said real quick. I meant to mention this earlier, but talking about the kids made me remember we went to Zoe's open house for school last night.
Fun.
And it's the worst. But I got so fucking upset because we went to meet her science teacher, and she's young. She's like mid-20s, you know, and her room's all decked out and all this Avengers shit.
Lee, answer the question. Is she hot?
Not unhot.
All right.
Like, you know, she's teacher hot for sure.
You don't want a teacher to be too hot.
If I were a middle school boy, she would definitely be hot.
Nice.
For sure. And so we go, and she's got all this Avengers shit around her room, all the kind of toys at her desk, like, so she's looking pretty legit. But on her door, she has this thing of the Hulk, and it says, "Chemistry made the Hulk incredible. What will it make you?" And she's talking to Zoe about how they're going to be learning chemistry, and I can't listen to words she's saying because all I can see is this fucking thing on the door, and all I can think is, that's not true. Like, the Hulk got his powers from radiation, not chemistry. That's fucking preposterous. What are you going to be teaching these kids in the school? Like, because the message on your front fucking door is erroneous as shit. Like, what are you doing to me here?
You know what, kids? You don't need vaccines.
And across the hall, across the fucking room, she had a Captain America standee, who technically got his powers from chemistry.
Yep.
So you fucked it all up, man. And so I vomited all this on the table at dinner last night. We weren't talking about it, by the way. But at some point, I put my fork down and go, you know what? God damn it. I got to let this out. And just every pair of eyes at the table glosses over, except for Jax. Jax is like, fucking A right, Dad. And it's bull.
Yeah.
And I'm like, so what you got to do? You got to go in there on day one, and you got to tell this lady what the fuck is up. And she goes, I don't think I can do that. And I go, you got to. And Nicole goes, she's not an asshole. And I'm like, what, I'm an asshole now?
It's like prison rules. First day, you walk in, you punch the biggest motherfucker in there.
Yep.
Who's bigger than the teacher?
Just not true. It's just not accurate. I gotta hope there's some other fucking nerd in that class that's like, nah, this don't smell right.
Well, actually, the Hulk didn't get his powers to. Shut up, nerd. Shut up, nerd.
But like,
And then there was,
when we were kids, yeah, that would be the response. But nowadays, superheroes are mainstream. Like, that's pop culture.
I hurt my hand punching it.
Oh.
and then the guy next door was the math teacher, and he looks like he's he's a student there. He's so fucking young. I'm old as shit, you guys. You know, and I said something to one of the kids about, you know, the superheroes. He goes like, oh, you a big superhero guy? I go, yeah, I always have been. You know, it's like, who's your favorite superhero? And I said, I'm always been a big Daredevil guy. And he's like, yeah, I was always a big Hawkeye fan. I'm like, oh, no shit, cool. Like, have you read the Matt Fraction Hawkeye? And he's like, no. And I go, huh. I mean, that's kind of like the Hawkeye book. I mean, you should really check that out. That's really good. Like, if you like Hawkeye, you should really check that out. It's weird.
Like, then I wish he would have followed up with, man, once Rob Liefeld killed off my guy Grunwald, I was out.
To be fair, though, like, Mahoney was a Hawkeye fan before the Matt Fraction Hawkeye, but you're saying this guy seemed younger than you, so...
Oh, he's way younger than me.
So, like, you're just a fan of Hawkeye from the movies, guy?
Yeah.
No, maybe.
It's gotta be.
But he's got like a combined 17 minutes in the movies. That doesn't make any sense. I don't know.
Maybe he's just a Jeremy Renner fan.
Yeah, or
maybe that's it.
Archery
so I got
buff.
some fucking research on these teachers, but I got what I'm telling you. I got to vet these fucking people out because I don't know.
I feel like we should all be teachers. We should shape young minds.
Yeah.
You know, I legitimately thought about it for a while and then realized I would want to kill myself.
Sure, yeah.
That too.
Yeah.
None of us have the patience of Jen.
No, a friend of mine I went to high school with, he teaches high school. And he's like, yeah, man, it's great. Like, got summers off, get this and then this. I'm like, yeah, that all sounds great, but you got to deal with hundreds of teenagers every day. I know I can't do that. There's no fucking way.
Yeah.
And that's why they should be the highest paid profession in the fucking world, because none of us can fucking do it.
I have such a complex that even nowadays, if I see teenagers, I'm like, please don't notice me. Please don't notice me.
If I see a teenager that's taller than me, in my head, I think something along the lines of, oh, they must be in the grade above me.
I was coming home, and like pretty much the street before mine, there was a car on the side of the road with 4 teenagers around, 2 guys, 2 girls, and they were fucked. The car wasn't running, all this and that. So I kind of pull over, and I'm like, okay, I'll be back in a minute. See if I can jump you guys. So I drop Jax off, come back out there. Nicole's like, "Oh, it's so great when you're being chivalrous and being a nice guy." I go, "Yeah, no, it doesn't happen often. Appreciate the support." To go back out there and the jump didn't help. So I'm like, all right. I'm thinking, okay, cool. I should. They had like a little kid too, like a 1-year-old, like a little kid, because it's Tennessee. Teenagers have kids.
Yeah.
And I was like, all right, I should probably get these kids a ride home because there's like a baby here. That's not good. Like, all right. But then, I'm like, these are youths. And the news telling me youths are crazy. And I'm like, all right, so if I put them in my car, can I fight off these 4 kids if I have to?
See, what you do is you pick up the baby by the leg and just beat them with it.
I'm doing the math in my head, and I'm like, all right, I want to put the 2 dudes like in the back hatch. I could definitely take these chicks.
Yeah.
And then the two boys are like, I don't like the fact that he put the girls up front. What's this guy trying to pull?
You'll take them both. You're hardcore.
Yeah, so you know what? It all worked out okay. But I dropped them off in a real sketchy part of town and got the fuck out of there.
You only had to punch one of them in the face to prove a point.
Stupid baby.
I had my fucking my hands cocked like Henry Cavill just in case. I got in the car with like cha-chunk. Let's go. All right, let's get this pop topic, Knize.
Yes, this is a Mahoney joint. Actually, we were talking about. I think I stumbled upon a YouTube video. It was a BuzzFeed video, and it was like, I ate only yellow foods for an entire day, and I mentioned it, and Mahoney was like, "Oh, that's a pop topic right there. Like, if you had to eat only one color of foods for the rest of your life, what would it be?" And I came upon my answer real fucking quick. I don't know about you guys.
I kind of did too.
Yeah, it wasn't hard. What do you got, Knize? What was it?
All right. Well, I got a list. Because I got my color, which is tan, because how many times have I sat down to a meal
Potatoes.
and I've looked at my plate and I've been like, man, there sure is a lot of beige here.
This is a very monochromatic plate.
Yeah. So
sometimes I just sit down and think, man, I'm just eating a pair of khakis right now.
So, like, right off the bat, we got peanuts and cashews. We got peanut butter. We got other types of nut butters. Most breads. Most pastries. Glazed donuts. Biscuits. Waffles. Pancakes. Golden Oreos. If we're, like, talking... I was thinking just the outside of the food needs to be the color. So, like, they got Golden Oreos, which have the vanilla-colored cookies, but... If we could go for just the inside, the peanut butter Oreos are tan on the inside. How about that?
Yeah.
Fried chicken, grilled chicken, chicken nuggets, fried seafood, and yes, Kelly, potatoes.
Yeah.
And potatoes goes out to fries, tater tots, hash browns. One of Lee's favorite sauces, hummus. We got
that on me.
We got pita and pita chips in general, cookies, coffee, cheese pizza, pasta, crackers. Like, yeah, sure. I'm not getting any vegetables in my diet, but am I getting much now anyhow? So
no, that's rock solid. And
yeah.
I kind of went a similar spot. I just went just fucking brown. Brown foods. You got like, you roast beefs, a great selection of fried food, or a golden brown, but brown nonetheless.
Golden brown, yeah. I thought about making my color golden brown, but I didn't think that was as versatile as just tan.
That's why I said I'll see all that tan shit. I lump under the brown category.
Sure.
Tan as a shade of brown, like everything. Yeah, it's all good.
On a spectrum, yeah.
Yeah. Fucking, donuts. If you want to get sweet with it.
Mm-hmm.
Like a good stew can end up being brown.
Yeah.
Fucking brown all day. It's got to be the brown. It's got to be brown.
You can even get a brown chili.
You can get a brown chili. That's right.
My chili's usually pretty brown.
Fucking sushi with brown rice all day long.
That's where you lost me.
Yeah, no.
I am not a rice fan to begin with, but brown rice. Ugh.
I'm just saying. not the ideal sushi, but it doesn't take sushi off the menu.
Sure.
Having gone to brown.
Well, motherfucker, get that shit dunked in tempura and fry it, and it's brown. Like, that's my answer for most foods in this. Like, if somebody's like, well, you can't eat that food anymore, I could be like, oh, yeah? I could batter it and fry it, and it's tan. So I could get vegetables in my diet if I really wanted to.
Genius. Jose sitting in his list.
That beautiful man, Jose.
And he gave us 6.
After last week. Oh, well, let me not bury the lead.
So, shout out to Black. Give me that dark chocolate, my main man popcorn. Always got your back.
What are you talking about, popcorn?
You should not be eating black popcorn.
Is he talking dark chocolate popcorn?
I don't know. Number 6, red. Strawberries, bitch. Strawberry jelly. Also, onions and tomatoes. Number 5, white. The other onion and garlic. Need them guac fixins.
What's with him and onions?
Big fan. Number 4, brown for that sweet Reese's peanut butter. Number 3, yellow. Banana chips, baby. Pancakes with that PB&J on. You can't put PB&J on the pancake if it's... You gotta pick one color. Number 2, green. Double lettuce for my glaucoma and some avocados, motherfucker. And number 1, pizza. I win.
I tell you, since last week when Jose said the color he would pick would be pizza, that has stuck with me for so long, to the point where I was like, I imagined someone rolling paint on a wall and it looking like a cartoon pizza, and I was like, oh man, next house we get, I'm painting
like
a wall
yellow with big red circles on it.
I'm painting a wall to look like a cartoon pizza.
I think about pizza at least once a day now. What's your favorite color? Pizza.
Zero in the chat is claiming that a lot of those on my list are brown, and he says coffee is brown. If your nuggets are tan, they're undercooked, and I disagree because I put creamer in my coffee. That shit is tan. You look at a McNugget, that shit is tan.
Yeah, that's tan.
Yeah, which is a shade of brown.
Even a Wendy's nugget is tan.
Yeah.
Wendy's nugget is definitely browner than a McDonald's nugget.
Sure, but still tan-ish. Hey man, if we're talking full spectrum, then I'm still good.
You are still good.
And really, it depends on how long you cook it. Like, if the difference between tan and brown is 2 minutes, then I'll take my shit out of the fryer 2 minutes early. I take it out of the fryer and somebody's like, nope, that's brown. You can't eat that.
Look, all the bullshit that's led to conflict on this show, I'm not going to let this one happen. Zero. Yeah. Goddamn. Give the man a break.
So I decided to go with red.
Bold choice.
Yeah. So I'm thinking, all right, got apples, strawberries, raspberries, cherries, tomatoes, steak. Steak's very important. You got cherry pie, so you can still see the red.
Yeah.
Yep.
I didn't even mention, if you put dough on the top, pie is tan.
Oh, yeah, you got pie. I got pizza.
Yep.
Got all kinds of marinara sauce-based pasta.
Sure do.
Which is bullshit, but go on.
Like, why do you hate pasta so much?
Stick to God, I can never eat pasta. Yeah, I can't help myself.
Did your mom, make pasta when you were a kid and it was just terrible?
I mean, we were really poor.
So it was a lot of pasta.
We had a lot of pasta, and then my wife likes pasta, my kids like pasta, and if I never eat another goddamn noodle in my life, I'll be okay with it.
And then
I got post-traumatic pasta disorder.
You really do. I can eat the best of the Skittles, the red one. That makes me quite happy. Twizzlers,
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Swedish Fish.
Good. Like it.
Yeah. That's really all I need. Like, just that list of things, I could survive, I think.
Red is a good one.
Bacon, too. Throw bacon in there. Bacon's red.
I'll accept it. I'll accept it.
Yeah, okay. At the beginning, at least.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, Mahoney also went red, citing the red extends to pink, which I would also agree with.
Yeah.
It's all sorts of Italian dishes, enchiladas, strawberries, raspberries, candy canes, apples, even fruity cereals. And pink gives me strawberry ice cream.
But candy canes, I like, of all the red foods you could put on your list, why bother with candy canes? Like, are you big
If
into...
I never eat another candy cane, I'll be all right.
Are you big into peppermint, Mahoney, or big into candy canes? Because that's not something that I would want to... Like, you bitch at us about putting water on our top 6 beverages or soup. And first of all, candy canes are white. You suck on a candy cane, the red goes away. It's white underneath.
Candy cane is kind of the water of candy.
Unless you like go with those fancy flavored ones, like you ever fuck with a cherry candy cane?
Those are good.
Okay.
It's a good time.
Okay. Yes.
Okay, I was just thinking of this. So in this fantasy world where we can only eat one color, if I buy a box of Fruity Pebbles, does only red come out of it?
Yes.
No. You get a regular box, but you gotta pick all
out
the
red
ones that aren't red out of it.
Oh shit!
Like
then
fucking...
I'd just go Fruit Loops. That'd be easier.
Yeah. Speaking of,
yeah, just sit down with a miner's cap and some tweezers.
there's a lot of cereal that is tan. So
there is.
It's true.
I can still have once a year Frankenberry, so that's cool.
Yep, that counts.
Just stock up.
Yeah.
Chris and Allen on the Twitter says green, which gross. she's like salad.
Got you, Jose.
Ugh. Went all healthy with it.
It's funny that both her and Mahoney said enchiladas.
To the salad, sushi wraps, pasta, falafel, enchiladas, guacamole smoothies, green tea, the best apples, and so many veggies, fruits, and herbs. For sweets, mint chocolate chip ice cream, green M&Ms, and any batter or mix that can handle food coloring. So she went versatile there, but she actually leaned into the healthy food, which, boy, none of us have done.
No.
Oh,
well,
yeah.
I did. I
You
had
did
a lot
get some veggies on, some fruits on there. True.
And you know what? One thing from not being able to eat green is I'll never be forced to eat another one of those green apple Skittles again in my life.
Yeah, fuck those things.
Fuck those things. They should be lime.
They were lime at one point.
They were lime, and now they're bullshit green apple.
What was it that when we were at FriendCon, the kids had something where the green was strawberry flavor?
Fucking what? Is this? Did you discover one of the kids is colorblind?
No, it was like a real thing. They had some kind of candies, and they're like, yeah, the red ones are cherries, but you can have the green ones. He doesn't like the green ones because they're strawberry. I'm like, fucking what? What do you mean the green ones are strawberries? And like the adults confirmed. I mean, what kind of horse shit is this?
Fucking what candy is it so I can write them a main email?
I do not recall.
But I'm not wrong, right? Or did I have a fever dream? But I feel like that happened.
We'll have to go to the tape on that one.
Yeah, how'd it go? Let us know, Mahoney. Juggalo John also throws his hat into the ring for red.
Yeah.
Citing pasta. Tomato infused for the color, obviously. Spaghetti marinara chicken bow ties. Crushed tomato sauce chili. I can find a way for taste to add something to the bread coloring. Of course, yeah, that's the yeah. Plus, I left cherry, strawberry, watermelon. The real fruits are the flavors.
Oh, yeah, watermelon, duh.
Yep. Candy Kool-Aid, ice cream, and pepperonis. I'd argue how I eat my steak is kind of on the red side. It's only brown on the outside. I'll allow that as well. He said he went with what he couldn't do without, and I could find red versions of most things.
I like John's methods here.
Yeah.
I think he thought it
John
out.
also in the chat said that if I had to kill one of you or never eat the pasta again, I'm sorry, one of you has to go.
And then
Zero
Zero pressed him and was like, well, now you got to pick. And I was like, well, I'd say for seniority, you'd have to go with Kelly. But then I probably have the least amount of years left, so there's me. And then John was like, well, for irony, it would have to be Lee because of his feeling against pasta. 2 birds, 1 stone, John. I appreciate that.
Just say you're gonna kill Jose. He's not here.
No.
He'll never know. He won't listen to this.
I come back and I'm fucking dead.
He would hold that against me out of all of us. I would hear about that months from now. He'd hold it inside of him. You let them fucking kill me over some pasta? How dare you?
I fucking like pasta. We got some emails sent to popcast@PanelsOnPages.com. Veda wrote in with a really upsetting email subject line called Browntown.
Yeah, tan is a value of brown. I understand that. But in no scenario was I going to say that I'm going to pick brown as my color.
You don't want to say you want to eat brown forever?
No.
You don't want to just be allowed to eat shit for the rest of your life?
Give me that brown in my mouth.
Double down on the brown.
See, by these rules, even if I wanted to, I can't eat shit. I just can't. Like, the commissioner would come out and he'd be like, "Hey, man,
what was your color?
Can't have none of this.
Your color's red? You eat enough red foods, your shit's gonna be red, homie."
I thought you were gonna say if there's blood in your stool.
Well, that too.
Black.
That too.
Oh man, I once ate like a whole bag of flaming hot Doritos, Cheetos rather, and I thought I was dying because my shit was redder than the fucking red. And I'm like, oh god, I have an ulcer, I'm gonna die. My doctor was like, no, fat boy, just quit eating all those Cheetos. I'm like, oh
man,
oh cool.
Hot take maybe, but flaming hot Cheetos suck.
No, they're not good.
Oh my god, you are gonna get angry letters.
Now
they don't taste. They taste hot. That's all they taste like. They don't have a flavor.
Doritos now has a flaming hot nacho Dorito. And that's that good shit because it has it's exactly what it says it is. It's got that flaming hot, but also has the nacho cheese to it on that thinner type chip. It's good shit. That's a free tip for you guys. Go for that.
They taste like hurting.
Vetter writes in, taking a page from Cleveland, and I'm gonna go with the brown from my food color group of choice. I had to eliminate some of my favorites, including the ever delicious mellow yellow mint chocolate chip float.
I can't remember. Is that the real one or is that one we made up?
No, that is the real one.
Because it's so bad, it could have been the joke one.
Top 6 beverages: mellow yellow mint chocolate chip float.
Fucking soak a brownie in orange juice.
But with brown foods, I get most meals like steak, wings, ribs, burgers, fried chicken, and a handful of seafood. I get dark breads, nuts, brown rice, peanut butter, cookies, coffee, and tea, brown eggs. Oh, hey, yeah, brown eggs.
Yeah.
And beans. More importantly, you get chocolate in all of its glory.
Oh, man, you guys can soak up orange juice in brownies.
Sure can. Yeah. Chocolate-coated foods count as well. You would get some fruit and potato chips as well. The fucking dunk of potato chips and chocolate. Who the fuck is this person?
No, that's a thing. That is definitely
a thing. Yeah.
They have chocolate-covered potato chips, and then I remember it was a thing back in Illinois to have like a Hershey bar with a bag of Jay's chips and do like a corner of the Hershey bar and a chip at the same time.
That is some, I'm going to say, apex white people shit.
You can dunk anything in chocolate.
It's true.
Like, no. Potato chips and chocolate chip.
You can straight up just put your dick in a chocolate fountain. That's
alpha level
whatever
shit.
Do you ever do chocolate covered pretzels, Lee?
Yeah, I fuck with chocolate covered pretzel, but I like the white chocolate ones.
Yeah, I mean, same concept with a chip, though.
Yeah.
No, I feel like the pretzels have been around so long, they're grandfathered in. This chip shit is new, and it scares me, and I don't like it.
I know it's somebody's
paradigm shift I'm uncomfortable with.
What if we just took a bunch of pasta and dunked it in chocolate? How about that?
Fuck out of here.
J-Pop in the chat says...
I'd probably really enjoy that.
J-Pop in the chat says, I live in Illinois and I've never heard of that Knize. So yeah, that might just be a my family thing. I remember specifically eating Jay's potato chips with pieces of Hershey's chocolate at the airport as we were flying home from my grandmother's funeral. So
shouts out to Jay's potato chips.
Yeah.
I do like Jay's potato chips, though. That's good shit. Zero writes in, joining us in Browntown. He says, gotta go with brown food. Coffee, tea, soda, steak, breaded chicken, donuts. Pretty much all fried food. Just about anything with Trinity sauce on it, which is soy sauce, teriyaki, and Worcestershire.
I
Got
think
sandwiches.
I think the
Calzone.
Trinity sauce is from his top 6 sauces, I believe.
I like it. Many different kinds of ice cream, Oreos, pretzels, most all forms of gumbo and jambalaya, stir fry. Then if you want a sheet, there's gravy. Want pork chops? Gravy. Broccoli? Add gravy. Pizza? Sure. Pour some gravy on it.
Oh.
Fuck it. I like the gravy clause. It's a good move. Zero. Good move.
That's a Knize move right there.
Good.
Gravy upsets me.
Trying to get that Dagwood challenge down.
I was talking about that just the other day, as a matter of fact.
I said, bring me a bowl of gravy.
We were at Mid-Ohio Con. We all got together after the show and said, let's roll up to the Ohio Diner. We're going to do the Dagwood Challenge, which was this. It was a pound of ham, a pound of turkey, and a pound of roast beef on a bun the size of a fucking bar stool.
Yeah.
And we ordered like 12 of them collectively.
And a pound of fries, too, I believe.
And oh, God, there's a pound of fries on it. And there was like a head of lettuce. And some pretty baller spicy mayo.
Yeah.
It was a very good sandwich.
It was like
just
a garlicky mayo, I remember.
That's right. It was a garlic mayo. It was fucking delicious. But we all sat down to do it, and Knize was a fucking genius. He says, you know what? Bring me some gravy. I'm going to lube it up all the way down.
To the
Knize
point.
completed the challenge. Goat and I threw up behind the dumpster together.
Yeah. I completed the challenge, won a T-shirt for my accomplishment, and promptly accidentally dragged it through the gravy. Which, I mean, how much more apropos could you get?
Nah, as far as on brand goes,
yeah,
I think they kind of nailed it.
Yeah, there was a point where, this was very early in me and Mary's relationship, and she was not fully on board towards the beginning. But then once it got down to like 5 minutes and I was close to finishing, she was like, well, don't fucking stop now, pussy. You better eat this whole goddamn thing. You went this far.
And that's when you're like, keeper.
Yeah.
Straight up keeper.
Bless her heart.
And then we got one from our buddy Eric Magnus on the Facebook, yeah?
Yeah. Eric Magnus, I appreciate this motherfucker right here. Just as we're about to start the show, he always hits us up with his entry for the top 6 or the pop topic, and this week is no different. Eric Magnus writes in, I'm not really big on food. Even when I went to other countries, I always ate Subway. Except for that stingray I ate in Singapore as revenge for Steve Irwin. So I got nothing. Oh, man, I'm so glad you found us, Eric Magnus. That's fantastic. Mary and I were out the other night, and there's we've told you guys about the sushi place they would go to. It's like Chipotle.
Yeah.
And we always go there, and it's 2 doors down away from a Subway, and that place is always empty because, it's got the stink of child molester on it for forever now.
What?
You didn't catch this whole Jared molesting children thing, Kelly?
Oh, okay. Yeah, no, that's right. Okay. Sorry.
Like, in my mind, Subway means molest children. Like, it's not eat fresh anymore. It's diddle kids.
Subway, fuck kids.
So, like, we're going to our sushi place, and then fucking there was a line out the door at the Subway where we've never seen a crowd at before. But apparently some coupons went out in the mail. So when it comes to people and their morals, they will visit an establishment that previously bankrolled a child molester. Just as long as you send them some coupons.
And that's the worst of, like, all the sandwich chains.
Sure.
Like, it's not even like they're good sandwiches. They got, like, really, compromised your values to fucking eat at the Subway. It's like, yeah, no, this is bullshit food.
The guy that runs Jimmy John's murders giant elephants for fun, and his sandwiches are still better than Subway.
Yeah. Yeah, I'll eat at a Jimmy John's any day before a Subway.
And I was a big fan of the sweet onion chicken teriyaki, too.
Yeah, they also found trace elements of the shit they used to make yoga mats out of in the Subway bread.
Right.
Yeah. It's not good, y'all. It's not good. So, yeah, that's fucking fun. That was a good one. I liked it.
I think next week we got to go with that idea you pitched today.
I think we have to, because I haven't been able to stop thinking about it all day long. Before the show, Nicole and our friend Jennifer downstairs coloring, and Jennifer's like, "What's the show about tonight?" And I'm like, "All right, if you had to eat one food forever, one color food, what would it be?" And she goes, "How long have you been doing this?" I'm like, 10 years. I'm like, oh, but I had an idea for next week. I saw on Facebook, and I told her, and she's like, "You can talk about this for a very long time, can't you?" Yeah, no, I should the fuck can. It's great.
Yeah.
So I saw it was on Facebook as someone screen capped from Twitter or something.
Yeah, I remember this from a year ago.
Yeah, I don't Facebook much, but if there was more gold like this on there, I would.
But it was what's funny is it was a tweet that was screen capped.
It is a tweet that someone regurgitated on Facebook. So yeah, that is kind of apropos. Okay, so pick a movie, and okay, so the tweet was pick any movie, but replace the cast with Muppets, but leave one human actor. What human actor do you leave behind?
And what movie is it? Yeah.
And what movie? Now, that's a good idea. But also cast the Muppets in the movie.
Yes. 100%.
Like that you got to do that as well. You can't just be like, "Oh yeah, the Green Mile," but Tom Hanks is a human, which is also great. But then you got to be like, "Yeah, but Bobo plays Michael fucking Duncan's character."
Was that the bear?
Yeah, the Bobo the bear. Yeah.
I love it.
Makes it way more sad.
J-Pop in the chat's already got his.
Yeah, because you'll have a hard time picking one,
right?
Because it's such a good idea. So good. We talked a little bit about Inglourious Basterds today in the chat that we had, and man, so good. Like Fozzie as Donnie the Bear Jew.
Perfect.
Great.
And we had a discussion about, well, who of the Muppets would be the Nazis?
I'm still going with the Fraggles for that.
And then I countered you. You said Fraggles, and I said Gorgs, which were the bad guys in the Fraggles. But then I've also watched The Dark Crystal twice in the past month, so I also said the Skeksis, and I think that's where you go with the Nazis.
Yeah.
Yeah, but then I also you can do, you throw Bobo in there as Hans Landa the Jew Hunter as well.
Yeah.
Just the bear walking into that.
Bobo is Lee's favorite Muppet.
Yeah, I fucking love Bobo. And this is the way he talks too. But well, thank you for having me in your house in this lovely cream. It's good, fucking great.
So yeah, recast a movie with the Muppets, and you get to keep one human actor. What is it? Give us your full cast.
Yeah, and I'm the hard part's gonna be nailing it down to one because I got a pretty solid Jurassic Park pitch.
Oh,
I got a pretty good Die Hard. There's some real winners, man. It's great, love it. So yeah. Oh, and I got a rock solid Iron Man, like a really good Iron Man pitch. So yeah, expect at least one shout out from me next week.
Yeah, Jose, this is not a top 6.
No, just one, maybe two if you're feeling frisky. But yeah, take a movie, replace all the characters except for one human character, and then you got to cast the Muppets. That's the way to do it. That's gonna be a lot of fun. Next week will not be a short show. I'm calling it. So this one will be though. So let's talk comic books. Get the fuck out of here.
The problem with comic books is the ink comes off on your hands. Every time you turn the page, you have to wash your hands.
So yeah, they made a big deal about Hickman's coming back to the X-Men books, and so it's like, you know, they're doing this whole big push as a big jumping on point. And so I checked out House of X, and I don't know what the fuck's going on. Like,
well, first off, they just said, hey, anything that happened recently, that can go fuck itself.
Like, it just, you'd think that there'd be some kind of a recap page. Like,
you know, dudes that died just last month, fuck it, they're back.
Oh, really?
You saw, like, Havoc's back.
Yeah, I didn't know he had died.
Oh, yeah, no, the last, like, arc of Uncanny X-Men was them killing people left and right.
Huh. Interesting.
Like, Havoc literally died 2 weeks before House of X came out.
Huh. All right.
Not even 2 weeks. A week.
That's not, like, the best. That's kind of a bummer. But, like, you'd think there'd be something to kind of set the stage. Like, I didn't know for the longest time. Like, I'm still not convinced. Is this Jean Grey, like, the young one? Or is it the old one?
This is the original. Not the young one. Young one's gone.
But the original one has gone back to wearing a mini skirt and calling herself Marvel Girl in her mid-30s? That's weird.
Yeah, because she doesn't want to be the Phoenix anymore.
Huh, okay. All right. And so this Xavier with the weird thing in his head is like regular Xavier?
As far as we know.
Okay. It also bums me out and bugs the shit out of me that they lettered it all in lowercase like it's an Ultimate book.
Yeah, I don't like that at all.
Like, that's because, like, in a universe where you have some Ultimate characters running around, like, that's how they letter when they talk.
Yeah.
Like, the Maker talks in lowercase letters because he's from the Ultimate universe.
Yeah, no, that bothers me.
Like, I really thought for a while that that's what this was, and it's not the case. And it just annoyed the shit out of me.
Yeah.
So I don't know if I'm in this for this, because a lot of Hickman's Avenger stuff got real masturbatory real quick, and I think he's just leaning real hard into it. And it kind of bumps me out. So, I don't know.
Yeah, I'm in. I liked it. It's weird as hell, but I enjoyed it. Powers of 10 is out this coming week. So
Right.
I'm excited to see how that is.
The Jane Foster Valkyrie #1 was really good.
That was cool.
I like the way the all weapon works. We just like they kind of just draw over the course of several panels it becoming whatever weapon she needs, and that's kind of great. And it kind of matches the force she needs too. It's awesome. It's really good.
Yeah, it's really cool.
And they're kind of balancing the kind of the human side of it too, which is good. And then, you know, turns out it's going to be this new Valkyrie facing off against fucking Bullseye with Brunhild's sword riding a Pegasus. I'm like, yeah, okay. I'm fucking into that. I like that she kind of has Death Note powers now too.
Yeah.
What?
She can look and she kind of can look and sees over someone's head this little basically like a death icon that lets you know when someone's like how long someone has left. And like as she turns around and she realizes she has this power, she turns around and looks at Heimdall and it's like this giant fucking thing. It's like, oh shit, he gonna die, and then Bullseye kills him.
Oh,
yeah, it's pretty great. That's pretty great. The new Power Rangers 41 is excellent.
Yep.
Very cool. A lot of fun. Playing with this notion of kind of having rebuilt the world and not being quite the same. I like that the new villain is the same race as Doggy Kruger. That's kind of awesome.
Yes, I love that.
This crazy red alien dog guy just shitting on Squat and Babu. And, you know, they hyped it up. It's like, oh, yeah, this is going to be, you know, the White Rangers around, and this is going to be like a jump in time. But, yeah, it is that for sure. But it's also, oh, yeah, this is also a new take on what happened to the original three when they left. Oh, yeah, they became Power Rangers on another fucking planet, and here's some new shit, too. It's like, what? This is awesome. It's good design work. It's good character work. Like, it's rock solid.
I love how they're expanding the mythos. Like, it's so good.
And it just goes to show, like, how in really capable hands you can expand the mythos and have it be great and a lot of fun, and just, like, the fucking Beyond the Grid thing was just a missed opportunity. It just wasn't executed well. Like, it would have been great, and it just wasn't. That was good. I also liked Batman: Curse of the White Knight, the sequel to White Knight, the Sean Murphy book, which I know Kelly wasn't a huge fan of the first one, but I fucking love it, man. I love the Sean Murphy
I
art.
actually did not read it.
You
I was
didn't-
just not
you
a
didn't like
huge
White
fan
Knight,
of-
right?
No, yeah, well, I just wasn't a big fan of the premise, so I never picked it up.
Oh, okay.
What's the premise? Batman comes to the rescue of chicks on Twitter when trolls are tweeting at them?
That's exactly what it is. Yeah, no. Now, the premise of White Knight was Joker kind of lets himself get beaten up, taken Arkham, and, like, you know, takes his meds like he's supposed to, becomes Jack Napier, and kind of becomes an upstanding citizen of Gotham. But the whole time, Batman's like, this motherfucker's up to something. And he's kind of up to something, but, you know, his plan is kind of to expose the folly of Batman more than, like, being the Joker. But, like, he's not Joker anymore. He's Jack Napier, but, you know, not like Jack Napier wasn't a scumbag, you know? And so now he's gone full Joker again. And the mystery of kind of maybe Batman and the Joker were kind of destined to be Batman and the Joker based upon some curse shit, unknown as of now. But man, it's pretty. Fucking Sean Murphy's one of my favorites, so I'm very glad to see that. Then that about covers the good stuff for this week. What you got, Kelly?
Really, aside from what you talked about, the only things worthwhile were the Marvel's epilogue was really cool, and had probably the best Alex Ross art I've ever seen.
And is that something new?
Yes, it's an epilogue to the original series.
Interesting. Okay.
Because they had been putting out the annotations,
Right.
which I highly recommend. They're super cool and a lot of insight into the series. But yeah, no, the epilogue was just a follow-up to it, and it was really well done and just gorgeous. And then the other thing is the History of the Marvel Universe issue 1, which is pretty much for people like me who really love that dumb Marvel Universe bullshit. It's written by Mark Waid, which, as it should be, for his weird encyclopedic knowledge of Marvel history.
Oh, yeah, no, he should be that guy, for sure.
Yeah, and it just goes through Marvel history, starting from the beginning, going through, like, here's where the Celestials came from, here's where the Skrulls came from, like, these are the Deviants, these are the Eternals, all this kind of stuff.
That's kind of cool.
And then at the end of the book, there's annotations for everything. So it tells you, like, oh, this part came from this issue, this part came from this issue.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, no, it's really cool. I like it a lot. It looks really nice. I can't remember the artist's name. I believe it's Javier Rodriguez. But it looks fantastic. If you also love that dumb Marvel Universe bullshit, it's well worth picking up.
All right. Fucking cool.
But yeah, aside from that, I didn't really read a whole ton from last week that you didn't talk about.
You did. What you got, Knize?
The wife and I started the final season of Orange is the New Black this past weekend.
All right.
And it is in a competition with Handmaid's Tale to see which show could depress you more. I feel like Orange is the New Black always had a fun edge to it, even though it was about, women in prison. But boy, oh boy, we got 4 episodes left, and I'm really excited to see how every person in this show has a happy ending, because that shit ain't gonna happen.
Aww.
Everyone, at the point we're at, everyone is unraveling, and it's still entertaining, but boy, is it depressing. And like, there's half a dozen characters that you remember from the previous seasons that they've never gone back to. Like, they split up the show last season, and you never get closure on some of those fun characters.
Huh.
One of the main subplots of this season is part of the prison has been converted into an ICE detention center.
Oh, God.
Yeah.
Jesus.
And they, like, the running theme is these women in this ICE detention center, like, they don't get a phone call. They don't get a fucking court-appointed lawyer because they have no rights. They have zero rights, so they're just sitting there. And
that sounds like a real fucking bummer.
Yeah, it sounds like real fucking life.
yeah, I don't want that in my fantasy playtime.
Oh
shit. On the subject, I mean to cut
Yes,
you off, but
yes.
Amazon launched The Boys last week.
Yeah, so once Orange is the New Black is done, we're going to have to hop on that probably.
Now, if you don't like depressing shit, there's some real dark shit in The Boys.
Well, yeah, The Boys comics were always very dark.
Yeah, but it's also got some levity to it. Like, dude, I've only watched one episode, but I was real surprised at how hard they went in that first episode. Like, oh, they're not fucking around. Like, they're doing the damn thing. Like, it's so dark.
Bless them.
But but it is fun because The Boys was also had tongue in cheek kind of stuff.
And also a Seth Rogen joint, and Preacher season 4, I believe, is starting this weekend.
Yes,
final season.
Yeah, that's one that we need to catch up on. We need to watch Boys. I still want to watch like Umbrella Academy and
so good.
Punisher season 2.
Yeah, there's some good shit out there. But yeah, the Boys was super hard, and Simon Pegg's in it, which I didn't know. That's kind of cool.
That's cool.
He plays Huey's dad, which is kind of fun.
Yeah, because the talk was always, let's try and get Simon Pegg to be Wee Huey, but that we missed that boat.
Yeah, just it's only been about 10 years, so Yeah, but he plays Huey's dad, which I think is kind of cute. So, yeah, what else you got, Knize? Sorry, I didn't mean to cut
That's
you off.
it. That is absolutely it.
Well, shit, let's land this fucking bird then, man. Tight. I like it. Yeah. So for next week, pick a movie. Replace it with Muppets. Leave one human character. What human character are you leaving behind? And what Muppet plays each character?
Yeah.
You can hit the highlights. I'm not saying that none of the extras can't be human. You know what we're saying. You've seen the fucking Muppet movie. You know how it works. You've seen it. Yeah, that's how it works. So, yeah. So, email us, popcast@PanelsOnPages.com, or leave us a voicemail, 616-951-1POP. Hit us up on the Twitter, @PanelsOnPages. That about covers it. I'm going to say we're going to be on YouTube next week at 10 p.m. Eastern, 9 p.m. Central. Keep an eye out on the Twitter just in case that
Updates
changes.
for that, yeah.
Yeah,
we should
maybe
pencil in
shift our broadcast method.
Yeah, we should maybe pencil in a test stream for like Monday or the weekend or something.
Yeah.
Not a bad idea.
Yeah, we got some time to work out some options. But we'll let you guys know for sure.
Worst case scenario, we can just no. I said that last week too. It was like worst case scenario, we could just record it and upload it and figure out the live later on. But if Hangouts isn't working, we still have to figure that out too.
Yeah. So we'll figure something out. But yeah, more on that as it develops. But yeah, there will be a show next week. Just kind of pay attention to the Twitter.
There was definitely some talk in the chat last week. People were definitely into the idea of a Discord.
And boy, it turns out that's real easy to do. Like, I was shocked at how simple it was to set one of those things up. So there you go. Dig it. So stay tuned for that. We'll let you guys know what's up for sure. But there will be a show next week. And so for Jason Knize, Kelly Harris, and Jose, wherever he may be, I'm the Lord Reverend Lee Rodriguez. We'll talk to you guys next week. Night. Love you. Bye-bye.
Demonetize this, you fucking Google